Wow, that is a city with 14 million people. Could you see it all in a day though? Let's find out. Navigating Vietnam's largest and busiest urban area can be a challenge, especially if you're unfamiliar with its motorbike culture and modern metro train system. But I'm going to do my best in the next 24 hours I have here to see as much as I can, from its new modern skyscrapers to its historic French colonial architecture. There's no shortage of things to admire in Ho Chi Minh City. I just wish I had more time to explore this amazing culture. Hey everyone, good morning. I hope you're having a great day today and it's not too warm where you are. Unfortunately for me, it's pretty hot today, and that's because I am back here in Vietnam, in the city of Ho Chi Minh. And this is actually my fourth visit here, and I've decided to come and visit something that I've always seen, but I've never gotten to. And this is the tallest building in Vietnam called Landmark 81. Can you guess how many floors it has? So I accidentally got here a little early. I don't think the building opens till 10, which is half an hour from now. And it is pretty warm. I think I'm gonna have to find a cafe or something to dip into, grab a quick coffee while I wait here for it to open. But this building was completed and open in 2018. So it hasn't been that long. I first came to this city back in 2019, and since then I've been coming back almost yearly, except for the pandemic. And each time I arrive in Saigon, I always see some new buildings, some new roads, some improved areas. And I just think to myself, they are just growing so quickly here. It's incredible. It kind of makes me feel like what China was 20 or 30 years ago, because they were also in that boom as well, where they were just, and they still are to some extent. I mean, they're still building new subways, new parks all over their massive cities. I feel like this is maybe Vietnam's decade, though, to really grow and expand. So these are some of my favorite kinds of intersections here in Vietnam. There are crosswalks, but there are no protective lights or arrows to let you go across without getting hit by a motorbike or car. It's good to be back, but like so many of my other trips and visits here, I only have one day, which is not enough time. It really isn't. In fact, I don't know, each time I do a little bit more, but it's taken me 4 trips to even kind of understand the city at all. And I still don't really think I know it well. That is something I want to talk about today while I walk around, is how much time do you need to spend when visiting a new place or a city you're not very familiar with? And there are just so many factors that go into that. That's a hard question to answer, but I'll try to unpack it a little bit and talk about some of my experiences, especially in regard to Vietnam, because I never have that much time here. All right, I found the coffee shop I wanted to stop into. This is called Highlands, which is kind of like the Starbucks or the Luckin or the Costa of Vietnam. So it's very popular here, chains everywhere. All right, I just got one of my favorites here, that is iced coffee with condensed milk in it, or Vietnamese coffee. It is really good, but it's very sweet and very caffeinated. Last time I got the jitters, but this time I'm gonna drink a little bit slower and maybe drink some water too. Shouldn't have that problem again. Okay, now that I'm really, really caffeinated, I'm feeling it. But I should go over here and check out this massive skyscraper and get some views. I want to point out something though. This is really interesting because this neighborhood here in Ho Chi Minh City looks very different from a lot of other ones I've been in. I mean, it is so modern with all these tall apartment buildings. Oh, this is perfect timing because I think they are just opening right now. I just have to figure out where the lift is that takes you up to the very top. I think it's probably going to cost a little bit, but you know, once in a lifetime thing, and I love views, so this will be something off my bucket list. Typical fashion, you have to go down to go back up. But this mall, wow, this is nice. A little bit later, after I'm done with this view of the city, I am going to take you out and show you some of the other older streets so you can compare this modern mall to what Vietnam traditionally has looked like for a long time. Winmart over there looks like their grocery store. Very nice. They have so many restaurants in here. I mean, it's not surprising because it is a modern mall, but at the same time, when you juxtapose this versus what's outside in the majority of the city, it doesn't feel quite right. And I'm so happy they have it. Oh my God, they have an ice rink. Come here, I want to show you this. Oh, this is fantastic. It is so hot here today that I think I might just go down there and lie down on the ice for a while. I could just feel the cold air coming up, and I'm just like, this is definitely where I should be. Okay, they have a restaurant up here too. You can eat in as well as a souvenir shop. And this is floor number 79 with views. Just walk around. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this is the tallest building in Vietnam, and I believe the 17th tallest in the world. It used to be the tallest in Southeast Asia, but I think it was overtaken recently. I'm not even sure which one. I'll have to look that up. But I will say this, even on a cloudy day like today, it's impressive. Because I've been here now 4 times since 2019, I can give you a little bit of context. And that is that there is this area over here that's mostly green on one side of the river. And that space over there had nothing on it the first time I visited. I mean, everything that's there now, all the buildings, and they're still developing it, is all new in the last 5 years. And the hotel I stay at is on the other side of the river. But even there, they're starting to develop like a riverfront area where you can walk and dine, which is really nice. All right, let's go upstairs to these other floors to get some more views. One of the things that is pretty cool about this one is that basically once you get your ticket and you're up here, you can stay up here as long as you want. So I could stay here for the next 8 or 10 hours and watch the sunset, see the city after dark, but I do have some other things I'd like to do. Maybe I'd pay for another ticket though later at a different time and come up here. Oh, there are some seats over here in the shape of clouds, of course, which is nice. I need to sit down as often as I can because it's hot outside and I'll be doing a lot of walking. That's one of the most important things about determining how long you need to visit somewhere is how big it is, right? Like if it's a small town, I probably don't need a whole lot of time, maybe a day or two. And it depends too how much I want to see. If I have a very short time in a big city like this, I don't want to plan too many things because then I'm just going to be disappointed because I won't be able to do them all. So I have to scale back a lot. But I would say in a mega city in Asia, you probably need at least 3 to 5 days minimum to kind of get the experience and get acclimated and get to know the culture just a little bit. I would go longer if you could, but a lot of people don't have that much time either. So again, maybe you're working a lot and you can't get that much time off work, or the place could be really far away and it takes a long time to get there, a long time to get home. That's one of the reasons I really haven't got to know Vietnam, even though I've come here 4 times, is that I'm here such a short period and then I have to leave again because it's always a work trip. I haven't actually taken a holiday here. So for me to enjoy this and see more, I need to just take a vacation, take about a week or 2 off and come here and explore everything. Because in a place like this, you also have lots of stuff outside the city that'd be great to see. I like to go out to nature, go hiking, enjoy the rivers and the mountains. And again, they have a lot in this country, but I would just never know that because I don't have the time to visit them. Oh my God, that's an AC unit right there. That's why I started feeling so good. Oh my God. Oh, so nice. I know, you're really not supposed to do that, but wow. Okay, now I'm making my way to the top floor, 81. I thought there might be an outdoor portion of this, and they had kind of an area down there, but they were doing some construction. So I think it's just all going to be behind glass, unfortunately. But that's still good. You still get the views. Oh, this is like a VR experience, maybe where you feel like you're falling off the tower. I don't think I'd enjoy that. I'd probably have a heart attack. After watching the last 2 guys simulate falling off the building, I'm just not sure why you would pay extra for that. I mean, I guess some people like the thrill. Okay, that does look like an outdoor deck over there. I'm not sure though how to get to it. All right, so here's the deal. I just figured out what that outdoor platform is for. They harness you up and get a photo of you outside in front of the city. So it actually costs extra, in fact, quite a bit extra just to get that photograph. But I don't think they're letting anybody just walk out there, unfortunately. But like I said, again, the views are still fantastic. I think I've walked the entire length of this thing though, and I'm ready to go back down because there is still a lot more I want to check out while I'm here. Again, I've only got the 1 day, and that doesn't leave me with a lot of time. I've done a lot of these towers for views over cities, and I gotta say, this one's kind of nice because it is not crowded at all. I mean, I'm on this elevator going down just by myself. There's no one else in here. Oh, there's my ears. All right, now I'm gonna leave the safety of the cool mall and go back outside. And I'm gonna check out something that's probably not your typical tourist attraction, but it's been on my mind since they opened it. This is kind of cool. I didn't even know Vietnam made their own cars. V Green, Vin Fast. I like it. They're nice. This is their new metro. They have a train now, and this never existed before. On all my trips, I kind of saw it being developed, but it was something that I was so excited about because when I travel through Asia, most other places, China, Korea, Japan, India, they all have these amazing public trains that take you all over the place. I mean, there are other ways to get around. I've been using their Uber, which is called Grab, but then you have to get out in traffic, which can be nightmarish, especially with all the motorbikes and the cars, and it's a little bit chaotic. But here, you've got trains. I think it's only one line that's actually open so far, but they have plans to build it out. So I got my subway card that's good for a whole day anywhere I want to go. It's just one line. I know. This really doesn't seem like something you would do just for the experience, but it's such a novel thing here to take a train around the city that I'm kind of, geeking out about it. I don't even know where I'm going to go, just anywhere, I guess, because I don't even know anything about the subway system. So, good chance to see more of the city, right? This is so cool. I don't even know which train to get on, but you know what? I'll just get on the one that's open right now. Okay, here we go. I hope it's got AC. And it does. It does. It is cold in here. This is fantastic. Although I will say, these handles right here, they're a little bit low for me because my head's whacking into all of them, plus my shoulder. So if I go like this, I'm just gonna hit all of them, right? So they're a little bit low for someone in my height. But the fact that they have a train, exceptional. It's kind of funny. It doesn't feel like that many people are using it. Although, just give them a few years. Once they make more and more lines, more people might start using it. It's also because the culture here is really to get around by motorbike more than anything else, as well as cars. So it's a driving culture in that sense. I feel like next time I come back here, I'll be using a lot more trains. This is really so much easier than trying to get a taxi or Grab. At least if it goes to a lot of places, it's more efficient and cheaper. All right, I think this is the end of the line, the last stop. So I should get up and go out there and see kind of the suburbs. Just watching everything go by though, because most of this train has been above ground, has been really, really interesting. I feel like for the first time, I don't know, I'm like seeing what Vietnam really looks like. So I'm just here at the very last stop. I guess I'll go down, check it out for a minute, then get back on, going back toward the city again. Okay, so I've made it out to the suburbs, and it looks like there's kind of a bus station over here, or a bus stop, like a parking lot where the buses pick people up and take them further out to other parts. I don't think I necessarily need to spend any time in this area just because there's not really much out here. I believe this really will revolutionize the way people get around though, because when they build these metro systems, people are able to move more freely, and it kind of creates more infrastructure around them. So this area might be kind of not much going on right now, but give it about 5 more years, and this is going to be a major hub with all kinds of stuff. Okay, I'm going to get back on the train going back the other way, back towards civilization. If you've only got a little bit of time here in Ho Chi Minh City, this is the only place you should visit. The first thing you're going to notice as soon as you walk into the War Remnants Museum here in Saigon is that they have this big lot filled with old military vehicles. So you'll see a lot of planes, tanks, trucks. This area here is a recreation of the cells and the treatment toward the Vietnamese during the periods when colonial forces occupied them, with the French and the Americans during the wars. It's just horrific when you see it, especially the guillotines and the tiny cages. The conditions here were horrid, but this is definitely something you need to see for yourself and to understand the atrocities of war. And this pertains to any conflict, especially nowadays, since there are so many going on in the world. It's something we should not be doing. This portion of the museum can be quite traumatizing, although the whole thing is and should be. But I don't know if I would bring children here. I already noticed one family of bringing some of their young kids in, and I could already hear the kids kind of being scared and crying, and there's a reason. It's because this is something out of your nightmares. So again, I think what I'm saying is this is definitely something that needs to be seen and shared, but it's similar to like a Holocaust experience or a Holocaust museum experience. So I don't know if I'd bring young children here. You have to really explain it well and be prepared for some crying. Although I think a lot of adults would also be shedding tears in this area. It's quite amazing that they have this collection of older vehicles. A lot of these are US. And the fact that you can physically touch them and you can see all the scarring on the windshields and the bullet holes. Once you've looked at all these vehicles out here in this parking lot area, you can go into the museum, which has several floors and has so much documentation on the history of what happened in this country that should never happen to anyone ever. one of the most unsettling parts of seeing all these photos is that it looks so much like the world that we live in today. We've learned nothing as a society on the horror and trauma that we just inflict upon each other. Well, I just finished up in the museum. It's not that big, but do take your time so you can read all the plaques and look at all the pictures and walk around the grounds. It's definitely enlightening and eye-opening. And while it's a museum that talks about war, it really is a museum advocating for peace and talking about why that is literally the only way to move forward in the world, if we're going to have any, is that we have to learn to get along. Still haven't figured it out as a society, as a global community, but, maybe one day this will be, something our grandchildren will say, oh, wow, you guys had war, what was that? Well, there's another option for you to get around and check out the city. Sightseeing tour buses. And a few of them parked right here. It's funny, when I think about it, my first trip here, all I did was come over and see this area here in the downtown. Kind of a large pedestrian square, and then a statue of Ho Chi Minh in front of it. So if you're over here and that building is behind you, you're probably in the right spot for tourist stuff. And again, it's a big pedestrian square here, and there's Ho Chi Minh still watching over the city. I sometimes think, what would he have made of all of this if he was still alive? I mean, this is part of his legacy, I guess. A free, independent, thriving Vietnam. This is very touristy, but again, also downtown. A little surprised nobody's stopped me to sell me something yet. I think they had some kind of show right there. They have all this scaffolding. If you notice as you walk around the city here, motorbikes parked on the sidewalks, taking up the majority of them in some places. Makes it a little bit hard to walk. But, you'll find that... But I've found that there is an organized chaos here in Vietnam that you can get used to and figure out as you go. It took me about 3 trips out of this country to kind of, get comfortable with it. But yeah, it's not as bad as you think. See, the real trick is just to know how and when to cross the streets. That's where you're most likely going to get hit by something if you're not careful. But I find that the easiest thing to do in most cases, follow a local or just someone else, especially if they're bigger than you. Okay, coming up at my hotel. So after a quick shower and a break, maybe even a nap, if I'm lucky, I will see you this evening after dark, and we'll find out what kind of trouble we can get into. still all in one day. I'm really impressed with how much I've done. Probably going to be paying for this though tomorrow or the next day after that. We'll see.
Thanks for joining me today. Life's a journey meant to be shared. Remember to always travel with an open heart and an open mind. Enjoy the ride and keep your eyes on the horizon for the next adventure. I'll see you out there.